In this video, i-share ko sa inyo kung paano ako kumita ng 27,000 pesos in just one day. Hey friends, what's up? Welcome back to the channel. If you're new here, my name's John and I make videos about freelancing, content creation, and personal development. So, paano ba ako kumita ng 27,000 pesos in just one day? Well, in this video, I'm going to share with you step by step on how I was able to do it from start to finish. And hopefully by the end of this video, you'll pick up some lessons that you can apply to your own freelancing business so you can earn 27,000 pesos as well in just one day or even more. So before we go any further, let me show you the proof of the income that I received. So as you can see, I received 27,696 pesos and 96 centavos on my PayPal account last May 1st. And here's the thing about this income. Hindi ako gumamit ng time tracker. Hindi ako gumamit ng online freelancing platform. Wala akong ginamit na online software. Hindi ko to kinita for an online company as their employee. This income is 100% for my business. And would you believe that for this payment that I received, wala pa akong ginagawang work? Ni isang oras wala pa akong nilaan for this project. And the best thing, this 27,000 is just a down payment for my services. Hindi pa ito full payment. Now, before kayo mag-react, hindi po ako scammer. This is not a scam.
This is a sham.
In fact, I'm still working with this client. We are on our first month of our engagement, and this is what she had to say to me after our recent catch-up call. Now, does that sound like a client who was scammed? I don't think so. So, paano ko ba nagawa ito? Well, let's break it down. So here's how I want to structure this video. First, I want to share with you guys the concept of value-based pricing and how I was able to secure this payment even before doing any work. And part two, I'm going to share with you guys step by step on how I was able to get this client from start to finish. First of all, this is not a new concept. I'm not the only freelancer who is doing this. This is what we call value-based pricing. This just simply means that our price is based on the value that we provide, not based on the hours that we work on for the project. In my case, me and my client agreed on a set of specific deliverables that I will give to her during and throughout the project. And in return, she pays me a certain fixed fee. Now, you might be asking, John, bakit ka binayaran even if you haven't done a single amount of work? And I totally understand this question, especially if you're like me, coming from an employee background where we receive our pay only after a certain amount of days. Now before, just like any other employee, I got paid every 15 days, so that would be the 15th and 30th of the month or 10 and 25th for some companies. And naalala ko pa nga sa first pay ko, hindi ko siya na-receive nung first 15 days. I had to wait a whole month bago ko na-receive yung first paycheck ko. So coming from that background and going into freelancing and asking for a down payment even before doing any work sounds totally crazy.
Are you out of your goddamn mind?
But if you think about it from a business standpoint, it totally makes sense. For example, on our wedding, me and my wife had to pay down payment to all of our suppliers and vendors just to secure their services. So for example, we had to pay 15,000 pesos down payment sa stylist namin kasi she will use part of that money to start sourcing the materials needed for her design. And the down payment is also a way to share the risk for both parties. From the client's perspective, this down payment is a way to secure your services, but at the same time, she does not pay the full amount until the freelancer is able to deliver on the project. On the freelancer side, you get the down payment as a commitment from the prospect to continue with this project. And once you submit your deliverables for the project to the prospect and for some reason hindi mo na siya makontact or bigla ka na lang ginost, at least you have that down payment for the service that you render. So that's how it works, guys. I'm not the only freelancer doing this. It's not a new concept, but if you come from an employee background, this concept might seem strange to you, but it is very much possible and it is very much used by many freelancers. Okay, so now that we understand that concept, let's go into the step-by-step on how I was able to get this client from start to finish. So I was able to get this client from LinkedIn. She reached out to me on April 30 and she said, "Hi John, I saw you're a YouTube specialist. I've recently created my YouTube channel and I'm looking for someone who can help me with thumbnails and promoting the channel. Could you maybe help with that? Best wishes. So first tip, guys, is to optimize your profile, because this is the first thing that prospective clients will see. So as you can see sa message niya, sabi niya, "Hey John, I saw you're a YouTube specialist." She knows this because she saw it on my profile. Hindi pa kami nag-uusap, wala pa akong sinasabi sa kanya, but she knows what I do and what market I serve. If you want to learn more about optimizing your profile, specifically on LinkedIn, then check out yung video na I made. I'm gonna link it in the description box below. So I responded, I said, "Hey, great to connect with you." And then she says, "Thanks for accepting my invitation. Are you offering assistance also in promoting YouTube channel and assistance with thumbnails?" Sabi ko, "Yes, I am. I actually help with content strategy, video editing, all the way to the channel optimization and promotion as well. You mentioned you just launched your channel, right? How many videos have you been able to produce so far?" So at this stage, I'm just asking her a few questions to qualify if she is the type of client that I'm able to help. In terms of her profile, she fits into the target market or the ideal client that I want. She is a coach looking to promote her brand, her program through YouTube. But I'm just asking her a few questions to see how far she is in that process, because that will determine if I can help her. So sabi niya, "So far I made about 15 videos. So what this tells me is this prospect, this client is capable of making videos on her own. In fact, she's already made 15. So that will make my job easier since she already knows how to create content for herself. She just needs a little bit of help to make the video more engaging, and she needs someone to help promote it. She has the content, but di niya alam kung paano i-maximize yung content to be able to reach her target audience. I'm making 2 to 3 videos per month for the time being. We'll make more, but later, I'm looking for a successful start with my channel. Want my videos to appear attractive with appealing thumbnails and start attracting subscribers." And sabi ko, "Can you please share your channel? I would love to take a look." And so she shared her channel, and I was able to see na yun nga, wala siyang thumbnails. Madami siyang videos pero hindi optimized yung profile niya. Hindi optimized yung about page niya. Wala siyang thumbnails, wala siyang custom thumbnails that will attract a viewer's attention to her videos. So from my qualifying questions, I was able to determine yes, this is a client that I will be able to help. Sabi ko, "I just subscribed, would love to help you launch your channel. Would you be open to a quick call in the next few days? I just have a few questions to see if we are a good fit." And she replied, "Would love to chat with you soon. I've just got my 2nd subscriber." How cool is that? "Do you have time for a call in the weekend?" So basically, I'm inviting her to a call, because on the call, I'm going to ask a few more questions to see what is important to her in terms of the metrics for success and what is her expectation at the end of this project. Ano ba yung ideal end goal that she envisions for this project? That way, clear sa akin yung point B na gusto niya, and I can position myself as the person to help her do that. It is also on the call where I share the price of my service, and at that point she can make a decision to work with me or to look for somebody else or to not do anything. Now, when I was just starting out as a freelancer, hindi ko kaya mag-close ng prospect on a call or share my price on the call. Usually what I would say is I would prepare a proposal and then submit to them a few days later for them to decide. But as I've evolved as a freelancer, I got more confident in my communication skills to be able to say my price to the client on the call and do away with having to make proposals and then having to wait for their responses. So it saves me a lot of time, and I don't have to create proposals for clients who will just say no anyway. So if you're just starting out and the concept of a strategy call or a discovery call is totally new to you and you can't imagine saying your price to a client on the call, then you can take the proposal route. And so after that, I sent her my Calendly link where she could choose yung time na prefer niya for our call. And she booked a call with me on May 1st, and we talked for almost an hour. And 30 minutes after the call, she paid me through PayPal. And that's it. No time tracker, no going through online freelancing platforms, no going through online software, none of that stuff. All I did was optimize my profile on LinkedIn so that I can attract my target market. And then once she reached out, I asked her a few qualifying questions to see if I could help her. And then I invited her on a call. And once on the call, I asked her a few more questions to see what is her expectation for the project and what is her ideal situation and what she is looking to get from the project, what she's looking to achieve, or what result she's looking to achieve. And I positioned myself as a person to be able to help her to get from point A to point B. And since I was able to help her think through her problem, and I was able to show that I am the person to help her, she gladly paid the down payment for us to start on the project. So that's it, guys. That's how I was able to earn 27,000 pesos in just one day without using any time tracker, without using any freelancing platform, or without doing a single amount of work. If you have any more questions about this process, then feel free to comment down below. If meron kayong mga questions about optimizing your profile, what questions to answer, please leave them down below in the comments and I will be happy to answer. And now it's time for the quote of the day. Our quote of the day comes from the book The Alchemist from author Paulo Coelho, and it goes, "Everything that happens once can never happen again, but everything that happens twice will surely happen a third time." Basically, if it happens once, you could maybe call it a coincidence, but if it happens again, then for sure you can do it for a third time. So if you're able to get a client once, then it may be coincidence, but if you get another client, for sure you can get a third one, and so on and so forth. If you want to learn more about discovery calls and other freelancing tips, then check out the video on the screen right now. Here's to success on your endeavors, and I'm excited for your journey.